The chamber doors slammed shut at exactly 1:17 p.m. and the room froze. Reporters stopped whispering, phones went dark, and the echo of security boots rolled across the marble floor. On the table sat a placard with only 2 words, "Emergency Session." Less than a day earlier, Charlie Kirk had collapsed on a stage in Utah. A shot, a scream, and then nothing. The live stream cut to black, leaving millions in shock. By dawn, America wasn't just grieving. It was divided, broken, and demanding answers. This was not a ceremony. It was not a tribute. Congress had reconvened under extraordinary circumstances for accountability, and at the center of it all sat Donald J. Trump. His jaw was tight, his fingers gripping a stack of loose notes. Around him, aides shuffled papers in panic. Across the aisle, Democrats leaned forward, Republicans leaned back, and in the public gallery, citizens who had lined up before sunrise sat in silence, ready to witness history. The gavel struck, its sound like a gunshot. "The nation has suffered a loss," the chair declared. "The question before us is not just what happened, but why the atmosphere of political violence continues to grow. Today, the American people deserve answers." Cameras turned to Trump, their lenses like burning spotlights. The silence in the room was suffocating. Then Jasmine Crockett rose, no stacks of files, no dramatic boards, just a single folded sheet of paper. She laid it before her, locked eyes with Trump, and began in a calm but razor-sharp tone. "Mr. Trump, yesterday America witnessed the death of Charlie Kirk, your ally, your supporter, a man who carried your banner. He didn't just fall to a bullet. He fell because our nation has reached a boiling point. The question is not whether you pulled the trigger. The question is whether your words, your tone, your drumbeat of division built the climate where bullets fly. Do you accept that responsibility?" For 6 long seconds, there was only the tick of the antique clock. Trump blinked, gripped his notes, opened his mouth, and said nothing. Crockett's voice cut through the silence. "How many more?" Gasps spread across the chamber. "How many more Americans must collapse in front of their families, in front of cameras, in front of history before you admit that your rhetoric carries a price?" Finally, Trump's voice broke the silence, low and unsteady. "That's not on me. I only tell the truth. I fight for the people." But the words faltered, and he knew it. Crockett leaned closer. "The truth, or the fire, because the truth does not leave allies lying dead on a stage in Utah. The truth does not send families running to shelters. The truth does not make Americans fear their own politics." From outside, chants rose through the September heat. "No more blood, no more blood." The echoes seeped through the stone walls, shaking the chamber. Crockett pressed on. "This is not about partisanship. It is about democracy itself. When leaders dodge responsibility, citizens pay in blood. Yesterday, a family lost a son. A movement lost a voice. America lost another measure of its safety." Trump shuffled his notes, insisting, "I didn't call for this. Nobody wanted this. You can't put it on me." But Crockett was relentless. "Then tell us, if not you, then who? Who created the stage where rage turned into gunfire? Who told crowds their opponents were enemies? Who turned anger into fuel? You did. And now Charlie Kirk is gone." The silence was heavier this time. Reporters scribbled furiously. Social media exploded with hashtags. Crockett vs. Trump, no more silence, after Kirk. Every viewer at home leaned closer, knowing they were watching more than politics. They were watching a reckoning. Crockett didn't raise her voice. She didn't need to. Charlie Kirk was not a nameless victim. He was a man shaped by the movement you built. He believed in you, and now he is gone. This is not abstract. It is written in blood on an American stage. The chair gave her the floor. The room leaned in as she continued. When leaders inflame hatred, when they turn disagreements into wars, they plant seeds. And yesterday, one of those seeds bore its darkest fruit. The gallery stirred uncomfortably. Some whispered prayers. Trump tried again, louder this time. "People have always been angry. Don't blame me for America's anger. I speak for the forgotten, the ignored. If they're angry, it's because no one else listens to them." Crockett did not blink. Anger can be heard, anger can be healed, but you chose to weaponize it. You called opponents enemies. You painted compromise as betrayal. You lit a fire, then told millions to gather around it. And now we act shocked that someone burned. The words fell heavy, undeniable. In the back row, an elderly woman whispered, "She's saying what no one else would." The comment was caught on a hot mic, broadcast live to millions. Crockett pressed again. "This is not about winning or losing elections. This is about whether politics remains a stage for debate or becomes a battlefield for blood. Yesterday gave us the answer, and if we don't confront this rhetoric, it will not be the last. Trump leaned forward, trying to reclaim ground. People are tired of being silenced. They have the right to fight for their country. Crockett shot back immediately. Fight for their country or fight against their countrymen? There is a difference, Mr. Trump. One builds democracy, the other tears it apart. The chamber erupted in murmurs. Lawmakers shifted. Reporters hammered their keyboards. Outside, chants grew louder. How many more? How many more? Finally, Crockett delivered the line that silenced even the skeptics. We sit here in suits, pretending politics is just a game. But yesterday, the game ended. A man died on stage. And if we do not change the way we lead, more will die. That is the truth, and no amount of dodging will erase it. The gavel struck. Cameras flashed. Trump lowered his head. Crockett sat down, but the weight of her words didn't leave the room. It hung over the chamber, over the nation, like a verdict that could not be appealed.